Now see the next question. Following balances were extracted from the books of Ravindra Associates as at 31st March 2017. So, trial balance of Ravindra Associate as at 31st March, 31st March, you write the date over here, 31st March 2017, 31st March 2017. Thereafter you write the name of the accounts and thereafter we'll write the balance. Okay. Now first is sundry debtors, first laser balance, sundry debtors. Second is sundry creditors, you write the name of the ledger first. Okay, then we'll write the amount. Rent and taxes, rent and taxes. Next is purchase, next sales, next trade expense. Okay, next return outward means purchase return, is called return outward. Return inward means sales return, return inwards means sales return. Expenses, these are the items. Motor vehicles. Next your electricity. Next stock on 1st April 2016, it means it's an opening stock. Premises means land and building is called premises. Fixture and fittings, Next, bad dates written off, it's a bad dates ledger. Thereafter in continuation, this is for debit and this is for credit, this is for ledger folio, okay, and this is for particular. Next item is after bad dates, next item is rent received from sublet of part of rent. This is from received from sublet. Okay, loan from Mukul. Next is interest on loan, interest on Mukul's loan. Next drawings, Next, cash in hand. Cash in hand. Next is your stock not adjusted. So if it is not adjusted, then this will not be reflected in the trial balance. If stock is not adjusted, then this will not be reflected in the trial balance, inside the trial balance. Inside the trial balance, only the stock which is adjusted will come. Stock, if it is adjusted, then that will come in the inside the trial balance. That will come. If stock is not adjusted, then that will not come in the trial balance. Okay. So here stock not adjusted, this will not come inside the trial balance. This will be reflected in the adjustment. Okay. Now one by one. So this is the question. You are required to prepare trial balance and treating the difference as its capital. The difference amount will be treated as capital. The information of capital is not given in the question. This is not given. So difference amount will be the capital. Difference amount will be the capital. So one by one I am going to write the amount in debit and credit. Sundry debtor is an assets 4,10,000 debit balance, all debit balance. Sundry creditors is the liability credit side. Okay, sundry creditors is the liability credit side. Rent and taxes 48,000 expense, all expense have a debit balance, all expense. Thereafter purchase debit balance expense 34 lakhs, 34 lakhs debit. Then sales credit 56 lakhs, 56 lakhs credit. Okay. Thereafter you see next is trade expense 12,000 expenses debit balance. Return outward means purchase return credit balance. Return outward is called purchase return credit balance. It is 80,000 return outward. Return inward means sales return 1,20,000 debit balance. Sales return debit balance 1,20,000. Okay, debit balance. Expenses debit balance. Expense always debit balance. Motor vehicles assets debit balance, because it's an asset 6,50,000 assets. Electricity expense, electricity is the expense 25,000. Okay, 25,000 expense. Next is motor vehicles electricity stock, opening stock assets 2,30,000 expense. Next is premises debit balance assets 12 lakhs assets. Next is fixtures and fitting assets 3,10,000 assets debit balance. Thereafter bad debts, it's a loss debit balance, all losses debit balance. Thereafter bad debts, thereafter rent received income credit balance 30,000 credit balance, because it's an income, rent received. Loan from Mukul liability credit balance, all liability have a credit balance, all liability have a credit balance. Next is interest on Mukul's loan, it's an expense 15,000 debit. Interest on Mukul's loan expense. Drawing assets debit balance, drawing is assets debit balance. Cash in hand assets 75,000 assets. And the last item is stock on 31st March 2017. It's a closing stock in bracket it has written not adjusted, it means this will reflect in the adjustment, not inside the trial balance. So we do the total and find out the difference, which side is more and which side is. So we'll do the total of the, capital always be the credit balance, so this will be this side, capital balance will be this side, capital, credit side. So we'll do the total of the debit side first. So debit side total is 0, 0, it's 0, 8, 10, 14, 19, 27, 37, 3 carry, 5, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 and 7, 27 and 7, 27 and 7, 34. Okay, 34, 3 carry, 7, 10, 3 carry 7 or 7 or 4, 11, 12, 18, 19, 20, 25, 5, 2 carry, 5, 6, 65,400 this one, 47, 65 lakhs, 47,000, 65 lakhs, 47,000, 65 lakhs, 47,000. Okay, 65 lakhs 47,000. Now we will find out the difference figure. Difference one. Here we will find out the difference. Okay, for that we will do the total of this side here, and difference indicate your capital. So this side total 0, 0, 0. 0, 8 and 8, 16, or 8 and 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 4, 24, 2 carry, 8, 6 or 2, 8 or 1, 9 and 5. 5 lakh 94. Difference is 0, 0, 0, 7, 0, 6. 6 lakhs 7,000 is the difference. This difference indicate your capital balancing figure. This is calculated through the balancing figure. Okay, this capital is calculated through the balancing figure. Okay, difference amount indicate the capital. So the sundry debtors debit balance, sundry creditors credit balance, rent and taxes expense debit, purchase is the expense debit, sales is the income credit, trade expense is the expense debit, return outward means purchase return credit balance, return inward means sales return debit balance, just opposite of sales, expenses debit, motor vehicles assets, electricity expense debit balance, stock assets debit balance, premises means land and building is called premises, assets debit balance, fixtures and fitting assets debit balance, bad debts loss debit balance, rent received income credit balance, loan from Mukul liability credit balance, interest on Mukul's loan, interest on Mukul's loan expense debit balance, drawing assets debit balance, cash in hand assets debit balance, and difference indicate your capital. So this is the question based on trial balance. Okay. Now trial balance. Come to the next question in the trial balance. We'll solve one more question in trial balance. The following trial balance has been prepared by an inexperienced accountant. So when the trial balance is prepared by an inexperienced accountant, so obviously so many mistakes may be committed by that accountant. So the question is, the following trial balance has been prepared by an inexperienced accountant. Redraft it in a correct form. Redraft it in a correct form. So this is the trial balance I have written over here. I have drawn the trial balance over here, which is given in the question. You note down the question in your paper. Note down the question and then see. This is the trial balance in this question. With this trial balance is prepared by an inexperienced accountant. So what he has done: land and building, debit side; plant and machinery, debit; wages, debit; discount allowed, credit. This is the mistake the accountant has committed. This is the area of the discount allowed. Land and building assets, debit balance. It is correct. Land and building is the assets. All assets have the debit balance. Plant and machinery, debit balance. Correct. Wages, expenses, debit balance. All expenses and losses, debit balance. Discount allowed is also an expense, but he has written in the credit side. So this is the mistake. This one mistake. We have detected one mistake. Okay. We found one mistake. Discount allowed should be debit because it's expense. Next is discount received. It's a debit. This is another mistake. Discount received is the income. Discount received is income. This should be in the credit side. Purchase, expense, debit; sales, income, credit. This is the information of sales. Sales, income, credit. Okay. Return inward. Your sales. This is the sales information. Information about sales, credit. It is correct. Thereafter, return inward. Return inward means sales return. Return inward means sales return. Return inward is also called return inward. Return inward is also called return inward. Is also called sales return. And return outward means it's a purchase return. It's a purchase return. Okay. So return inward means sales return. It means what? It means sales return, and return outward means purchase return. So here return inward is your sales return. Sales have a credit balance. Sales is the income. It has a credit balance. But sales return or return inward is just opposite of sales. It means it should be a debit balance. Just opposite of sales. So here the return inward is written in the credit side. This is another mistake committed by that accountant. Sales return should be in debit. He has written in the credit side. Which side? Credit side. Now return outward. Return outward is what? It's a purchase return. Purchase have a debit balance. Purchase have a debit balance. Purchase is the expense. Purchase is the expense. You know the purchase is expense. It comes under nominal account. All expenses debit. But purchase return should be credit balance. It is credit balance. And here the accountant has written purchase return means return outward. Return outward, here it is written debit. It should be credit. This is the another mistake the accountant has committed. So first of all, I am going to detect the errors, where the errors are committed by that inexperienced accountant. Opening stock is in debit, it is correct. Debtors is in debit, correct. All assets debit. Creditors is the liability, credit, correct. Carriage on sales means carriage inward. Carriage on sales means it is called carriage on sales, is also called carriage inward. Carriage on sales, carriage on sales. Carriage on sales is also called carriage outward. Carriage outward. And carriage on purchase means it's a carriage inward. Carriage inward is called carriage on purchase, and carriage outward is called carriage on sales. So whether it's a carriage inward or carriage outward, carriage on sales or carriage on purchase, carriage on sales or carriage on purchase, both are expense. Carriage on sales is expense, and all expense is debit. Carriage on sales should be debit. Carriage on sales should be debit because it's an expense. Carriage paid at the time of sale of goods. Carriage paid at the time of sale of goods is called carriage on sales. This is also called carriage outward. This is also called carriage outward. Carriage on purchase means carriage paid at the time of purchase of goods. It is called carriage inward. Carriage inward is an expense. So all expenses debit. So carriage on sales should be in debit side because it's an expense. It is written on the credit side. This is the wrong. Insurance is the expense, debit. Insurance, expense, all expenses debit. It is correct. All expenses debit. Next is your general expense. It's an expense, debit balance, correct. Cash in hand, assets, debit balance. Bank overdraft is liability. Bank overdraft is liability. Liability have a credit balance. This is another mistake committed. Bank overdraft should be in the credit side. Bank overdraft means excess amount withdrawn from bank. Suppose our bank balance is, suppose our bank balance, come to the bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is a liability. What is bank overdraft? Suppose in bank account, in my bank account, in business bank account, 10,000 is there. 10,000 is there. Okay? Bank account means it's a current account. Current account of the bank. Current account. There is current account, saving account, recurring account. Business open the current account. And in current account there is a facility of overdraft. You may withdraw the money from bank more than your deposit amount, more than that. If suppose the business has withdrawn 15,000 from bank, withdrawn 15,000 from bank. Deposit is how much? Deposit amount is only 10,000 and he has withdrawn more than the deposit amount. So 5,000 excess amount withdrawn. 5,000 excess amount withdrawn from the bank. This 5,000 is called bank overdraft. If the business withdraw the amount from the bank account from the current account of their bank, excess then the deposit amount, then that excess amount which is withdrawn is called bank overdraft. It's a liability. Bank overdraft is a liability, and all liability have a credit balance. Bank overdraft is also treated as a short term loan taken from the bank. Short term loan taken from bank. So this should be credit. So another mistake committed. Capital in credit, it is right. Drawing is the assets. Drawing is assets, and it is all assets have a debit balance. So and he has written in the credit side. Drawings is an assets. And all assets have a debit balance. I have already discussed the 5 things I have discussed. Number one is, I already discussed, before preparing trial balance you have to know that these things, that all assets, if there will be a balance, then it's a debit balance. Okay? All liabilities, credit balance. Capital, credit balance. Expenses and losses, debit balance. It comes under nominal account. Okay? Balance. All incomes and gains is credit balance, have a credit balance. If I am talking about the bank balance, bank may be the debit or may be the credit. If the bank have a favorable balance, deposit is more and withdrawal is less, then debit. And if the withdrawal is more and deposit is less, then it becomes the bank overdraft. Then it is called bank overdraft. Bank overdraft have a credit balance. Bank overdraft, credit balance. If it is written like this, bank, only bank is written, nothing has mentioned, then it's a favorable balance, debit balance. But if it has written bank credit, it means it's a bank overdraft. If in bracket it is written credit in the bank, in bracket it has written credit, then it means it's a bank overdraft. Okay? And no information has given, then it's a favorable balance. So if you know that these things, then easy to prepare the trial balance. So these are the mistakes committed by the inexperienced accountant. So land and building in debit, it is correct. Plant and machinery in debit, correct. Wages, debit, correct. Discount allowed, credit, wrong. Discount received, debit, wrong. Purchase, debit, correct. Sales, credit, correct. Return inward means it's a sales return. It is wrong. It should be debit. Return outward means purchase return. Wrong. It should be credit. Opening stock, debit. Assets, correct. Debtors, assets, debit, correct. Creditors, credit, correct. Liability. Carries on purchase or carries on sales, expense. It's wrong. It should be debit. Carries on purchase, right, in debit. So carries on sales, expense, it should be debit. Here the mistake is committed. Carries on purchase, expense, debit, correct. Insurance premium or insurance means it's a insurance premium, expense, debit. General expense, debit, correct. Cash in hand, assets, debit, correct. Bank overdraft, it's a liability, it should be credit. Capital, credit, correct. Drawings, assets, it should be debit. Now I'm going to correct it. So talking about the discount allowed. So discount allowed should be debit 1620. Now coming to answer. Now answer is this. Yes, this should be in the debit. Discount receipt should be in credit. It should be in credit 730. It should be in credit. It should not be in the debit side. It should be in credit. Okay. So I am going to rectify. This is I am going to rectify, redraft it. So I am redrafting the trial balance. This is on credit. I have to write in the debit side. Carries in return inward. It should be debit 6,500. It should not be credit. It is not credit. It should be debit. Return outward means purchase return. It should be in credit 3,370. I am redraft the trial balance which was prepared by inexperienced accountant. Now coming to this is carriage on sale. This should be debit 3,280. 3,280 redrafted. So this should be in the debit side. Here all are clear. All informations. Okay. So after redrafting, this is the situation. Okay. Now coming here, this should be in the credit. 12,100 should be in credit. Bank overdraft. So done it. Correction done it. This should be in debit. 4,800 debit. This should be in debit. Okay, this should be in debit. Now I have corrected the trial balance which was prepared by inexperienced accountant. So this is the answer. This is the answer after corrections. I have redrafted. In question it is said that the following trial balance has been prepared by an inexperienced accountant. Redraft in a correct form. So I have redrafted it in a correct form. Okay. Now see the total 0, 0, 0, 3 and 7, 10, 0, 1, 8 or 3, 11, 11 or 1, 12, 2, 1 carry, 4, 4 or 2, 6, 6 or 4, 10, 0, 1 carry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 or 5, 13, 1 carry, 3 or 1, 4. So it's correct. I have redrafted the trial balance. Same total is in the debit side. So is it clear how to redraft the trial balance when it was prepared by an inexperienced accountant? So you have to know the 5 things. All assets have a debit balance. All liabilities must have a credit balance. All capital should be credit. All expenses and losses debit. All incomes and gains credit. Whereas the bank is concerned, balance of bank is concerned. Bank balance may be the debit balance and may be the credit balance. If the bank have a favorable balance, means deposit is more or withdrawal is less. Suppose deposit in the bank is 10,000. Bank means bank current account. Bank means it is hidden. Bank here means bank account means it's a current account of the bank. Current account. Business always open the current account. So if the in bank deposit is 10,000 and withdrawal is 6,000, then the balance is how much? 4,000 is the balance. This is a favorable balance. This is debit balance. It's a favorable. But vice versa, suppose the withdrawal withdrawal is 12,000 and deposit is 10, then 2,000 is the difference, but that difference is credit. Okay, that difference is credit. This is called bank overdraft. Bank overdraft. draft. So bank overdraft is liability and only bank is retained. It means it's a favorable balance assets. So here the bank overdraft liability. Similarly, one confusion may be related to the closing stock. Related to closing stock. Closing stock, if it is not adjusted, then this closing stock will not come inside the trial balance. This will not come. But if it is adjusted, then the closing stock comes inside the trial balance. When the closing stock is adjusted with the purchase, then it will come inside the trial balance. But if closing stock is not adjusted with the purchase, then this will be in the adjustment, not inside the trial balance. Not inside the trial. This will not be inside the trial balance because it is not adjusted. Okay, this will only be inside the trial balance closing stock when it is adjusted with the purchase. Then this will come inside the trial balance, otherwise not. This is another information, important information. If nothing has mentioned, then you consider that it is not adjusted.